أحيانا نور الهدى وفانا.
This is why the ulama show this izzah. And we have marvelous examples. Read the life of Sultan al-Ulama, Malik al-Ulama, Izzuddin ibn Abdul Salam in Egypt. Read his story. A beautiful story how he sold the rulers. When he decided to leave Cairo, the people of Cairo went behind him. They didn't want to stay there. And this is the authority of the ulama. If you want to study the deen, if you want to revive this deen, you have to be behind the ulama. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَلَوْ رَدُّوهُ إِلَى الرَّسُولِ وَإِلَى أُولِي الْأَمْرِ مِنْهُمْ لَعَلِمَهُ الَّذِينَ يَسْتَنْبِطُونَهُ مِنْهُمْ. Ulul Amr, people of power, people of authority, are those, the ulama. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, إِنَّمَا يَخْشَى اللَّهَ مِنْ عِبَادِهِ الْعُلَمَاءِ. Let me end with the following story of Shaykh Abul Yusr Abidin. He was the Mufti of Syria. Jamal Abdul Nasser was the ruler of Egypt. 1958, there was a unification between Egypt and Syria. Jamal Abdul Nasser was the first ruler in the Arab world who introduced socialism, the Soviet version of socialism. And one principle in socialism is nationalization of private wealth. He wanted a fatwa from Abul Yusr Abidin rahimahullah that nationalization at Ta'mim is allowed. Abul Yusr Abidin refused. He sacked him of his job. Shaykh Abul Yusr Abidin didn't mind. Even Jamal Abdul Nasser, the president of Egypt at the time, because of being frustrated, he made mention of the Mufti in one of his speeches, accusing him of refusing to issue a fatwa for the benefit of the Ummah. He thought, a fatwa is haram. Nationalization of private wealth is haram. Confiscation. After the split between Syria and Egypt, Shaykh Abul Yusr Abidin returned to his job afterwards as a Mufti and delivered the talk in the radio station of Syria, answering back to President Jamal Abdul Nasser at that time. Protected the dignity of the deen, didn't issue a fatwa. Because what does he have to lose? The job doesn't come from human beings. The authority of being a scholar, you don't get it from a government. You don't need a government to recognize you. You don't need a university, you don't need a ministry. What you need is your struggle, your practice, your adab, your integrity, and your persistence in the field of the sacred knowledge. I pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant us the ability to serve this deen around the ulama, to learn from the ulama, to be some of these ulama, pick up some of their knowledge, because this is the way we can be resurrected with them on the day of judgment. بارك الله تعالى لي ولكم في القرآن العظيم ونفعنا بما فيه من القرآن ومن الآيات والذكر الحكيم إنه سبحانه سميع قريب مجيب والحمد لله رب العالمين.
تكبير الله أكبر.